Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 2nd and 4. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt where you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, McPherson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts on it. Convert here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. To the air with McCarthy. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Now they can't bring him down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Hyatt with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw here. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Running left, Taylor. Down to about the 45. The Colts at 8-4 now in the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Flushed out right. Muscles him off. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out.
And got his man, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Aviators have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Right side, Thornton with it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. That's good for our Colts. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's taken down inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Aviators have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 75 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this one to Hutchinson. Shedding the tackler and gives him some room. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Fights loose. Still churning. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. McPherson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's got it to about the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 6. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McPherson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Here's 1st down.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. McPherson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on 3rd down. McPherson, flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Mexico City, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new me and you. I said I'm born in a million. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if